Hello, we are going to be taking apart this laser, this one I already built, and then we're going to rewire everything outside of the gun so you know how to wire everything correctly. Okay. Had to snap it open. All of these crumpled napkins are, well, they were to prevent the battery holder from pushing into the casing when placing in the battery. Battery holder looks like this. The negative of the battery holder followed through, so this combines two wires. Do you see the metal inside? It's filled with metal somewhat. You put the two wires inside, you twist this around the wires, this will stay on, so you twist, and then it's harder for it to come off, right? So that just connects two wires. So battery holder connected directly to the laser driver. This is the one I use on this laser, the 3 watts. It's pretty simple. So this connects directly to this little puny driver and into the laser module, which is right here. It's pretty messed up now. I removed the lens from this one. And then, let's see this. The positive on the battery holder went into this trigger module on this gun. So before I cut this gun open and put in all of my crap, there was a really bad laser, like a 5 milliwatt laser that was sitting right here. It was like an LED. It wasn't really a laser. It was just an LED, and it was hooked up right here. So I just replaced Nerf's wire with my wire right here. So the trigger is held. This little plate, let me see if I can focus. There we go. This little plate that I'm touching right now, you can see touching. You see those? They make contact, which obviously pushes the electricity through the battery into the laser. Okay, so let me see. Where do you see it? Okay, so battery comes right here. Right here. That's where the other batteries were held for the original gun. So positive, that wraps around on that little wire you see in the back. This little pipe bomb. And comes right here. And those two connect, which turns it on and off right there. You can see it. So that's how that works. And then the positive, when touched, the smaller, darker red wire comes over here and connects with another one of the little twisty things. And now both of the wires are activated, which turns it on. So what we are going to need, obviously, wire strippers. Don't really look like these, obviously. You can have pretty basic ones. Wire cutters. If you're careful enough, you only need cutters. You can really just like slowly cut around the wire itself until you can strip it off. And a soldering iron. Or if you're trying to be really, really cheap, you can use hot glue and heat shrink. Or you can only use heat shrink. Either one, hot glue or heat shrink. Hot glue is cheaper. Let's start this up. Okay. You're gonna want to straighten out the wires before you start stripping. That's just what I do. You don't need to, I guess. That's already enough to solder, but I'm going to make it easier on myself. I'm going to give myself a bit more room. Twist these up. Okay, now that the wires are stripped, we are going to solder them together on this switch. Now, usually for switches like these are just standard 12 volt DC switches, I think. The battery or whatever your power you're using is going to go on the bottom side, and the spatial side with extra space is going to be your load, so whatever you're powering. Okay, that's pretty bad. I could snap that off if I wanted to. This. Okay, now this is a relatively low powered laser in terms of how cool you want your laser to be. But for your first laser, this is definitely the kind of power you want. This laser I'm using is 100 milliwatts. It is red. Get these on eBay. It says class 3B underneath right there where my thumb is. Class 3B. Look up laser safety ratings. Please do your research on laser safety so you don't fry out your eyes. If your solder isn't sticking correctly, it's most likely you not having enough flux on your soldering iron. It's stuck to the table. Twist in. Yeah, look at that. That is just a big glob of solder. Okay. There we go. Everything's wired up. Get your trusty $10 18650 pack from Amazon. Put this in and see if this works. If this does work, I do not have a lens. I removed the lens for a different laser. I took it out. Bam. Bam. Let's look at this thing we got here. Can you see those letters? Spell out AC. I have the wrong switch. That is why I'm not using this switch. It's because it's a bad switch. It's AC, not DC. That's why it's not working. So, this is what we're gonna do. 1, make sure you have the right switch. And 2, I'm going to use it without the switch. I'd really be fumbling. I was wondering why I wasn't working. Holy cow. It's got me holding these wires really down. I'm playing a twister with my fingers, dude. There we go. Now you see? Laser es workendo. It's not a language. It's working. There you go. It turns. It's turning on and off. It works. There you go. That's the working laser. Somewhat. That's all you need. I'm going to provide the links to everything you need in the description. There you go. Okay, bye guys.